Now we're in Soundstage 50. Remain seated and hold on. This set is a hot set, fully dressed, ready for filming. Director says action, and filming begins. Oh, yes, it does. Once again, everybody, hold on.
Wow, so cool.
Shark, tali yun ako.
Oh, dito.
Musun ay biro kami.
And thank you for your patience. We're in part 2 of the Quiet Zone. We have one more part to the second Quiet Zone, but right now we're headed to Old Mexico, the most quiet location of them all on the backdrop. Right here, is where Lady Gaga filmed the music video to her song Judas. So much for quiet. You hear that thunder? I see lightning flashing also. Well, folks, we have a big storm rolling in. I think the storm's getting closer. Thunder's getting louder. There's the rain. Okay, now that storm's sitting right on top of us. As I'm watching the rain come down, oh, look at to me, as if the rain is getting much, much heavier. Not a good sign, folks. That was a very big thunderbolt. See. Now I hear kind of a rumbling sound, very dim. Anyone else hear it? Sounds like it's getting closer. What is that sound? Or flash flood. Left side. Flash flood. Take cover. Look out. Our flood result of thousands of gallons of recycled water being released from tanks well on top of that hill. Well, we're getting swept out of that section of Old Mexico, but swept into another section which you might recognize of Old Mexico. This is where the music video for Camila Cabello's song My Oh My film. You also might recognize the location from the Paramount film Pancho Libre, starring Jack Black. Oh, look at this. We're getting swept out of Old Mexico into the Old West. Welcome to the heart of Six Points. The majority of the buildings are facades. Front side of the building, nothing inside or on the back. Couple structures on the left, the saloon and the opera house, are practical sets, built so you film indoors, outdoors. Well, right where our tram is where Steven Spielberg shot scenes for his classic Warner Brothers film, The Color Purple, starring Whoopi Goldberg. This location, Six Points, got its name back in the silent days of movie making. Back then, we had 6 different streets that converged into one central area. Back then, we could film 6 different movies at the same time. They were all silent movies. We were not recording the sound. More movies have filmed here in Six Points than anywhere else in the world. Well, we are just about halfway through the tour. How about that? Just going to remind everyone, please remain seated during the entire tour. Studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just cannot wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord to get my attention. I will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. But do remain seated. Thank you for doing that. Now, after we swing around 6 Points again, we have the third and last part of our quiet zone for the birds. So during this quiet zone, I'll play silent clips with closed captionings, 2 with Steven Spielberg. He's going to tell you how we got the Jaws attraction and how we got started here at Universal. Third and final part of the quiet zone begins. Or any vehicle used in production. Remember, you see the vehicles on both sides. You got the original Glamour tram. That's what our studio tour vehicle looked like when the tour originated back on July 15th, 1964. But don't forget, on the right, look at that Fry's Electronics van from Jordan Peele's movie Nope, starring Academy Award winner Daniel Kaluuya and Emmy winner Keke Palmer. Say, around the corner, our scaled replica of LA's most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign. Classic film from Hollywood, shot right here at Universal and in this location. The film, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Coming up on the right, 2 of the most iconic sets ever created, the Bates Motel and Norman Bates' house from the Alfred Hitchcock thriller Psycho. That car belongs to Marion Crane, Look at that, the trunk's open. Look who just came out of cabin 1. That's Norman Bates. What is he up to? Looks kind of agitated. Trunk's open, he's going back in. I bet Marion is checking out. Norman's gonna bring out the luggage, put it in the trunk of the car.
Uh-oh.
Here he comes. That's not luggage. He's carrying Marion Crane. Oh yes, she's checked out all right. Let's quietly get out of here before Norman has a chance at all to see us. Too late. Oh, that was a close one. The movie Psycho caused a sensation when it opened in theaters back in 1960, starring Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates and Janet Leigh as Marion Crane. You might see Mother up there. Well, around this corner, you're going to see one of the most spectacular sets ever created, the airplane crash site set from Steven Spielberg's blockbuster Paramount film War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around visions.
Forget, sit down to talk about War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down, right? Because it's just something you don't see. You're doing good.
Large-scale sets like this have been on this part of our studio tour for several decades. Prior to War of the Worlds, this is where Site B for Jurassic Park 3 could be found, for example. On your left, that airplane, that's a real airplane, but it was an old airplane. It was not going to be flying anymore. Recently, Ariana Grande released a short film entitled Brighter Days Ahead. Some of that short film shot up here at the crash site, and they used some of our Little Europe area also. Well, we're about 15 minutes from the end of the tour, and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance, and remain seated at all times. From the crash site set, we head to another set, Jupiter's Claim, set used in Jordan Peele's movie, Nope. In Nope, Jupiter's Claim is over, a UFO hotspot. We were thrilled to work with the gentleman who directed and wrote Nope. Here he is, Academy Award winner, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California. No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to lies a sinister secret.